Omniscient, yeah. It means all-knowing, okay? So that means that God contacts what? Our conscience to let us know things. So how does God speak to us? One of the things He uses our conscience. This is where you get into where people have said intuition, right? Now notice one thing that's different about intuition and God speaking through the conscience on it. If that intuition is not connected with the source, it can be let off. You find out some people say, my intuition's saying this, and it can be right. It can be right, but you find out one time it becomes wrong because it's only right on the foundations of Jesus. For instance, intuition could tell you, don't steal that, right? You know it's right and wrong. It's on the foundations of the Ten Commandments, right? Once you get beyond it, it's completely God, right? So with that, there are a lot of things in this Bible that we don't see in everyday life, right? We don't see it. We can go to the Bible, what do I do here? But the Bible gives us a foundation to spring from that will lead us into right and wrong. So the more of this word I have in me, the more I'm going to know the right and wrong. But it also doesn't only do that, it makes our conscience pure. To hear God clearly, we have to have a clear conscience and a pure conscience. Because you hear about many other consciousness inside the Bible, and it goes on to say, a weak conscience, a guilty conscience. See, so we got these things. There's weak, there's guilty, there's clear, there's pure, there's cleansed. I mean, it really comes into it. So that's why Paul would go on to say, I have a clear conscience before God. My conscience even confirms it through what? The Holy Spirit. So he would go on to use these words in this term because it was the way that the people understood it. That's why you got the Greek. Because a lot of them they were speaking to was a lot dealing with, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these other languages, that's what they were used to. We find that out with the conscience on it. That my spirit has to be connected to God. Those who worship, worship in spirit and truth. That word spirit is lowercase. That's my spirit. If I worship God is spirit, that's uppercase S. Those who worship Him, that's John 4:24. Spirit and in truth. That means lowercase s and in truth. It's lowercase t on it. So you find out, if I'm going to worship God, it should be my spirit connecting with Him. From there I get what? Truth. So that tells me I can be saying one thing and be doing a different or thinking another because my spirit is not in contact. That's why a lot of times he would say, clean your conscience.